Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Light of Shaya. My channel is all about illuminating the spiritual path forward and delivering to you uplifting messages of love and light. To those of you who are new, welcome, and to those of you who are returning, welcome to you as well. Thank you so much for being here today. Sorry, guys, I'm not too sure what's up with my throat right now. Let me just take a sip of water. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be doing a general reading forecast for the month of July 2020 for our lovely Sagittarius. This could be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not all of the message may resonate for you. Remember to take that which resonates and leave that which does not. For those of you who are cross-watchers, keep in mind the energies do go back and forth. What else? There's one more thing that I wanted to say. Okay, I guess it must have been a lie because I completely forgot. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get started here. So just a little disclaimer before I start this. Do keep in mind also that Mercury is in retrograde. I believe that started as of July 15th or, excuse me, June 15th or 16th, something along those lines. And it will be going well until July 12th. So keep in mind that communication may suffer during this time. There may be some misunderstandings. Do try to avoid traveling during this time, signing any contracts. It's really important for you guys to just be very mindful of the details. This is the kind of time where you may accidentally send a text message to somebody you didn't mean to, an email to a boss, or something along those lines. Just make sure that you're extra careful, extra thorough. This is not a good time for us to be starting any new projects. Maintain that which you are already working on, but do keep in mind that planning is very important during the retrograde. This is so funny, as if to like slap me in the face. We have the Begin Now card come out. But this is for July 2020, so let's see what's going on. We do have the summer solstice beginning June 21st. This is also the same date that we will be having a solar eclipse, I believe. So lots of very powerful energies coming through that are going to clear out a lot of things that no longer serve us. But we have at the bottom of the deck here, Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. So this is something that's very important right now for you to open your heart. Also, before I move on to the rest of the reading, we do have a total of 6 planets in retrograde by the end of June. So this is an excellent time for reflection. A lot of shadow work is to be done during this time. But let's go ahead and get started with your reading, Sagittarius. We have Begin Now, take your first step. We have Discovering Truth, you stand in the light of truth. We have Choosing Your Path, all is possible. Wow, so out of all the signs, you've actually gotten 3 brand new cards here compared to everybody else. So right now, it's very important for us to be working from a heart space, Sagittarius, and this will be very important in the coming month of July 2020. So Spirit is really encouraging you to take the first step in something that you've been wanting to do. Now, this may mean planning out what it is that you want to start. So if you're planning on starting some sort of project, now would be an excellent time for you to start putting in the work of really trying to understand what it is that you want to create. Once you do this, they're basically telling you that all is possible regardless of what path it is that you choose. You have to remember that you are co-creating with the universe and you are more than capable of creating the life of your dreams. We have the Discovering Truth card here. You stand in the light of truth. Some of you, interestingly enough, I'm seeing a lot of correspondence here about people going on a journey here. So July, there may be some travel for some of you Saggies out there, but there's a sense of starting a new endeavor in your life, and it's very important for you to be open and operating from the heart space when it comes to this. Follow your heart at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and get started with the tarot here for our forecast for July 2020 for our lovely Sagittarius here. I hope you're all doing well today. Okay, so what's the current circumstances for our Sagittarians here? Spirit, what do we have? Okay, we got 1 Hoppin' card. They're 2 stuck together. I'm not going to take them. Okay, we have the Eight of Gabriel, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. So, a lot of you right now may be getting an influx of energy, a lot of desire to move forward very rapidly, very passionately, very quickly. I mean, you are a fire sign after all, so you may be wanting to communicate with people at this time. Um, hmm. You may be seeing results in the month of July. Remember, this is could be present energy. Some of you may be seeing results from something that you've started. What's the blockage for our Sagittarius here? Okay, we have, interesting, we have the Ace of Gabriel here. I will have to clarify this in a moment, but there might be a brand new start. That really coincides with the begin now. There might be something that you're holding back from starting, something very passionate. It could be related to, because the Justice card came out, it could be regarding some sort of signing of a contract for some of you. This could be marriage, divorce, it could be signing a contract at work for a career, whether it comes to school and swapping majors, filing paperwork of some sort. Let's see here. I'll be clarifying these with the Light Seer Tarot in just a moment after I'm done pulling cards. What do we have for past energies for our Sagittarius? Past energies, we have the Ace of Raphael, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So some of you may have received a love offer of some sort. Some of you may have experienced some sort of some sort of love offer, some sort of new beginning in love, because that's the Ace of Cups there. For those of you who aren't dealing with love, it's also likely that you've come to some sort of understanding, realization about yourself, really just starting onto the path of emotional fulfillment for yourself, pushing yourself forward, and really just trying to connect more with the divine. But this really does look like a love reading so far. We have two aces on the table, so lots of potential here. What do we have for our Sagittarius moving forward? How are they moving forward in the current circumstances, or for the month of July 2020, Spirit? Let's see here. Do keep in mind the time is fluid, so even though this is for July and somebody's watching this at a later date, if the message resonates, then this message is for you. Okay, Eight of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. This really does coincide with the spiritual nature of the Ace of Raphael, but it is likely, bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Michael. Interesting. There may have been some sort of truth regarding something, and you chose to walk away from it. So right now you're walking away from the things that no longer serve you, and you're really going into the hermit energy of looking at new things, or rather going into a space of introspection by leaving behind things that don't serve you. Let's see here. What do we have for the emotional or subconscious realm here for our Sagittarius? The month of July 2020. What do we have here? Okay, here we are. We have the moon. Okay, the opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. So a lot of you may be feeling afraid of something. There may be something that you are afraid of doing. This could be related to the Ace of Gabriel here, about being afraid of taking a new step, or a step in a new direction. Maybe you're afraid of opening your heart because of this Ace of Raphael, but we'll get into that shortly. Some of you may really just be feeling deeply right now. Your emotions are kind of just very, very deep. You may also be tapping into your intuition for the month of July 2020, or this could be a current energy for you right now. What do we have for the near future? Oh, wow, that card really wanted to hop out. We have new beginnings, Archangel Jeremiah, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Okay, so this is the card of judgment. There may be some sort of decision that you make within the near future, but noticing the mention of spirituality within these three cards, some of you may be really getting attuned with the spiritual nature of your being. Some of you may have some sort of decision. There may be some sort of calling that you're hearing, and you're really trying to push towards that. So I'm pulling from the bottom of the deck here. We have the Seven of Ariel. It says here, you have invested wisely, have patience and wait for the harvest, review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So a lot of you behind the scenes, you're not seeing, perhaps you haven't seen the fruits of your labor quite yet, but you're almost there. There may be just some sort of new way of looking at things, new with the begin now card, there's something that you need to start that may help along these blessings to come into your life. We have the King of Ariel here, or the King of Pentacles. It says your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success, using resources wisely. So some of you may be dealing well, let's see here. We have Cancer here. Judgment, I don't believe has a sign, or at least I'm not too sure about that one. But we have the King of Ariel, which is an earth sign. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be the case. But I get the sense more so that you're stepping into this King of Pentacles energy of really knowing what it is that you want, being very practical, methodical in your approach, putting your plans into action, and becoming more financially sound. If this isn't you, this is a person in your life who's likely helping you out financially, somebody who's very wise, who cares about you, who is very understanding of your situation, and really is just trying to help cultivate you. This could be a mentor of some sort. With the Page of Raphael here, it says gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. And that word there, open-hearted, really does coincide with the Voyage of the Heart, which was at the bottom of the deck of the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. It says here, a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. Once again, there's that spiritual nature to this reading. Sagittarius, you're going to be very attuned with your intuition, and it's going to lead you in the right direction. With the Page of Raphael, this could be an apology coming in. You may be offering an apology to somebody. With the Queen of Michael here, likely somebody was very direct and honest about their approach and may have been a little bit too maybe harsh in their approach when speaking to this person. It doesn't have to be the case. Perhaps you were very clear about what certain expectations you had, and that person is now coming back saying, hey, I understand what it was that you were asking of me, or what issue I may have caused, and I just want to apologize. Interestingly enough, the Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the Light Seer Tarot deck as well, so there could have been some pretty sharp communication from somebody. But with the Page of Raphael, this could also be talking about the need for you to open up and be more open-hearted. Reviewing the past, you will be looking at the past and forgiving people from your past, somebody that could have hurt you. Maybe that's what the Eight of Raphael is here about. But let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and clarify what the Eight of Gabriel is, or the Eight of Wands. What's this Eight of Wands about, Spirit? Okay, interesting. No cards flipping out yet. Okay, there you go. Alrighty, guys. If you're enjoying this content so far, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help the channel out with its growth, and it allows me to get more these messages out to more people like you who are looking for a little more clarity and illumination in their life, because we could all use a little bit of that, right? Okay, so the World wanted to come out. So maybe this is regarding some sort of completion of a cycle. I see. Okay. So this Eight of Gabriel may have been, or will be, an argument of some sort, likely some sort of conflict with somebody. I'm getting the sense with the Five of Swords, because the Five of Swords speaks of conflict, and five is a number of change. But the Five of Swords is somebody who's looking to win, somebody who's looking to win from a certain situation. There could be a sense of ego being involved here, and especially with the Voyage of the Heart, love flows through you and to you. I'm getting the sense that if this is a person that you're dealing with, your person, or whether it's family member or friend, that it's very important to listen to what your whoever this person is, listen to them, and try to come from a place of compassion. Because oftentimes when we get into arguments, we get a little too heated, and then we start saying things that we perhaps didn't mean, because we're just looking to win the argument. And with the Five of Swords here, that's really what this card's about. It talks about almost like humiliating somebody else by wanting to be right. Like basically, almost in a sense, attacking someone relentlessly to make sure that they're not heard. If this is is your person, my suggestion to you is if they're coming off very strong in that manner, the best thing that you can do is be absolutely quiet. You would be surprised how effective absolute uncomfortable silence is when a person will not stop screaming or shouting or getting too mouthy, okay? If this is a person who's toxic, I would recommend distancing yourself from them. And we don't want to have toxic people in our lives. It's never good for us. So do keep that in mind, to have firm boundaries with people who do not respect them, and know how much it is that you can give to somebody, and how much you're willing to give and how much you should give, because it's very important to keep that in mind. Felt that message needed to come out very strongly. With the Page of Wands, there could be a sense of immaturity from this person, being very impulsive. But the way I'm reading this also is, because the next card is the Four of Swords, this may be a brand new beginning for you, a brand new idea, brand new spark of passion, that it really comes to you after some healing, or some meditation, some contemplation. This may be healing a past situation with this, whoever this argument is with, and maybe you are really taking into account that it's better to stay silent sometimes. I'm going to go ahead and clarify the Ace of Gabriel here. Why is this blockage here for the Ace of Gabriel? We have the Queen of Wands, okay. The Queen of Wands is a feminine entrepreneur. Yeah, I see this now, okay. Yeah, there's definitely a sense of new beginnings here for you, guys. Had too many cards fall out there. One more card, please, Spirit, with the Ace of Gabriel. What is this about? What is the Ace of Gabriel? Okay, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I am getting strongly, once again, that this brand new energy wants to come in, but the issue for you guys in the month of July 2020, or whenever you're watching this video, is that there may be a lack of belief in self and lack of the possibilities that you can actually pull through with this. With the Begin Now card, this really corresponds with the Fool here. Somebody... you likely, or if you're cross-watching, there is somebody who's not really wanting to take a leap of faith. This is the blockage here, the lack of taking that leap of faith, of really wanting to start a new beginning afresh. Especially since the World card wanted to come out earlier, I'm getting the sense of like maybe somebody almost refusing to start something because there's a great deal of hesitation. Maybe that's why the Moon is here. There's a lot of unknown factors you can't quite see. But with spirits coming through with the message of choosing your path, all is possible. And it says here, discovering truth, you stand in the light. You are your own light, Sagittarius. You have the capabilities of knowing what is good for you and what is not. Be sure to know that you're more than capable of moving forward in your life and choosing what it is that you want and that which you do not. With the Queen of Wands here, there's likely a lack of confidence in yourself. Once again, the Queen of Wands is kind of like the CEO of the deck. The Empress is as well, but she's, out of all the other queens, she's kind of like the CEO of the tarot. She's very sure of herself, very confident. She's very charismatic. She knows how to draw in people with her light. She's just very, very energetic. And you can kind of see that light that's shining in her hand there, and that, just look at that smile. This is the kind of energy you guys should be embodying in order to perhaps start a business or manifest what it is that you really want with the Page of Pentacles. By you not taking this leap of faith, by you not refusing, but rather being in a state of fear, remember, guys, inaction is a form of action. I want you guys to understand that inaction is a form of action. When you choose to do nothing, then that itself speaks for itself. We do have the Judgment card at the bottom of the deck, so this is definitely some sort of release, some sort of renewal of something. This could be a connection from your past. This could be a current connection. This could be just a spiritual calling. Maybe you're getting a spiritual calling of some sort, and you're afraid to begin. There's some new beginnings here. Usually I don't shuffle like this, but I was feeling drawn to it. So I always pre-shuffle my decks before doing readings, so that way I can just get into allowing spirit to kind of come through here. But the new beginnings, what is this about? Got too many cards there. Although we do have the Ace of Pentacles there. Okay, we have the Two of Swords that came out. Yeah, this is about indecision of some sort. You guys are going to be, okay. You guys are very indecisive. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Empress and the Star. I'm going to pull all of these. And look at that. We have the Moon again, which is a progression here from the from 17, the Star, to the 8 to 18. What is this about? Okay. So you guys are likely afraid of something regarding work. This could be a sense of a lack mentality. So we have the Eight of Pentacles here, which speaks of hard work, of investing time into something and really just getting down to the nitty gritty and really putting in the grind for something that you want. Maybe you're afraid of starting this, and there's a sense of a head over heart decision because you know that this is going to be a lot of work, and perhaps you're afraid of starting that. And with the Five of Pentacles, I'm getting the sense that it's likely that you feel that you will fail. I think a lot of this is actually internal. I'm getting the sense that this is likely internal, and Spirit is trying to release this from your life, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here. There seems to be some sort of cycle that's coming to an end to bring you into your Empress energy of being sure of yourself, being nurturing to yourself, taking care of yourself. The Empress is all the queens in one. She knows her worth. She knows how strong she is. She knows she's beautiful, charismatic. She knows that she can create the life of her dreams wherever it is that she may go. And people are very drawn to this light. With the Star here, it's Spirit is saying that there's a lot of healing coming up for you in the month of July. There's a lot of, I'm getting the sense of a lot of mentalities that are being cleared out as a result of you taking a chance on this, taking a chance on yourself. Once you take a chance on yourself and start working towards maybe even identifying what it is that you need to release in terms of old thought patterns, that you're going to be stepping into basically a time of good fortune with the wheel here. This is part of a lesson for you coming into the month of July, Sagittarius. This is very powerful energy for you to be stepping into. I know there's a lot of fears here with the moon. The moon's come out twice here, but we do have the discovering truth here, and it says you stand in the light of truth. You already, in a sense, likely know what it is that you need to do, and you likely already have a good idea of what's to come. I'm going to go ahead and just clarify the moon here just to see what's going on with the moon, because I'm getting a sense that I need to kind of clarify these fears that you may have so that we can move forward in the most appropriate manner for July 2020 for you. Here we are. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay. You guys are feeling perhaps a little bit defensive right now. This fear is coming from definitely some sort of love offer. We have the Ace of Cups here. We have the Lovers here, and we have the High Priestess. So a lot of you are feeling likely very afraid. You're feeling a lot of feelings towards somebody, but it looks like you're not wanting to embrace them for whatever reason. There's a sense of fear around love, and maybe this is why if you continue down this path of not taking a chance on this, you may end up feeling left out in the cold because you're not making the decision that you need to, or with the Two of Swords here. Let's see, I haven't done this for other signs, but what's some advice regarding this mentality that our Sagittarius has here? What is some advice? We have the Emperor. So we have a divine coupling here between the Emperor and the Empress. Yeah, okay. We have the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So it looks like what's going on right now with you, Sagittarius, is there's a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, there's a sense of depression. You're just feeling very anxious, kind of wrapped up in your head about everything. But the main point that you have to take into account from this is you're perfectly capable of coming out of this space. You're perfectly capable of moving around this. And interestingly enough, I didn't touch on the High Priestess here, but I think you're intuitively being drawn to whatever this connection is, this new love offer that came in the past, that's still here now. You already intuitively know what it is that you need. And with the Discovering Truth card here, you already have a sense of knowing what it is that you want and knowing what direction to go in. With the Emperor here, you're likely being a little too controlling about the situation, a little too logical. What is your heart telling you? What is your heart speaking to you? If you need a moment, sit down, meditate, and Clear out your mind completely. Once your mind is quiet for a while, ask yourself the most pressing question on your mind, and then listen to what your body's response is. Is it fear or is it love? Do you feel comfortable or do you feel like something's constricting you? In which case, you likely know what the answer to your question is. I would say the shadow feelings, the darker feelings that you feel are usually a no. And if you feel happiness and lightheartedness, then it's likely a yes. With the Knight of Swords here, maybe there's a need for you to for some of you, maybe not be so brash or impulsive in this decision. Maybe take a little bit of time. It is good for you to consider things, but be very mindful of why you're doing the things that you're doing. Maybe there is a sense of communication that needs to come through. Maybe being honest. This card also speaks about moving forward. So for some of you, you may need to just move forward with this. So that's pretty much going to wrap up your reading today, Sagittarius. So lots of beautiful stuff coming in for you this month of July 2020. Definitely a lot of spiritual lessons, and there's definitely going to be a change of luck. It's just a matter of you taking the time to really understand what it is that you want in this life. And once you understand that you want to invest in something, then it's likely that it'll have very, very good fruits. You're going to gain a lot from this. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you much love and light. Take care.